that 4, the most major component for photosynthesis, that is CO2 concentration. So please write down one point. If conditions are normal, right, everything situation is normal. So in that situation, out of that 4 factor, carbon dioxide concentration, CO2 concentration, these are the major factor for photosynthesis among the all. Okay. So basically it's
Excuse me, ma'am.
major factor. Okay. Tell me.
Ma'am, can you scroll up a bit to the first one?
Yeah, sure. But I already shared whiteboard link also in team. You can check that. Just give me 1 second, okay? Check your mic. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, done. So these are the some factors affecting photosynthesis. And out of
Done.
that we are talking about, yeah, CO2 concentration. These are the major factor among these 4. Clear? Clear this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So one by one we are talking about the other factor. First of all, we start from the light part. So first factor we are taking the light. So according to scientist Blackman, the law of limiting factor. What is the meaning of the law of limiting factor? Not even a high concentration as well as the low concentration, low as well as the high. Both the factor, they directly affect on the rate of photosynthesis. So according to law of limiting factor, simply we have to understand one process, that is not only low concentration as well as the high concentration also, they can inhibit the rate of photosynthesis. So according to law of factor, we require the optimum concentration. Okay, so optimum concentration of any factor, optimum concentration of any factor, during that optimum concentration, simply we are talking about, that is rate of photosynthesis is more, rate of photosynthesis is more. It's okay kind of, because optimum concentration is present. But now what happened according to law of limiting factor? If concentration is low or if concentration is high, so definitely we are talking about if concentration is low, that time what happened again, the rate of photosynthesis, it will be get declined, because suppose water is required, carbon dioxide is required, as well as you can say light factor is required. So if low concentration, that time it will get declined. But now what happen, if beyond the capacity, if you provide high concentration of the water, high concentration of the light, high concentration of the carbon dioxide, that time simply you can say there is an inhibition of photosynthesis. Inhibition of photosynthesis, because now what happened according to law of limiting factor, which is given by the scientist Blackman. Now according to that factor, optimum concentration, it is required for more activity. Low concentration as well as the high concentration, both they directly affect on rate of photosynthesis. On the basis of that, first of all we are talking about the first factor, that is light factor. Light, हमने लास्ट क्लास में डिस्कस किया था, इन केस ऑफ द लाइट, नॉट ओनली क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइट, not only quality as well as quantity, that is we are talking about, that is intensity of light, not even quality as well as the intensity of light. Both these are the important factor for the photosynthesis, because quality also get influence the rate of photosynthesis as well as quantity, that is intensity, right? So both intensity as well as the quality, they can influence the rate of photosynthesis. Influence the rate of photosynthesis, right? First of all, I'm talking about, that is quality. Already we discussed with respect to quality, that is, tell me at which light rate of photosynthesis is more? Because हमने देखा था visible light spectrum, right? In case of the visible light, we start from the violet, indigo, blue, green, orange, yellow, red. So out of that 7 colors, which light is more important? Of course. So we already discussed about red light. These are the more important, where rate of photosynthesis is more followed by which light? That is blue light, and followed by orange to yellow range. So these are the range, or you can say these are the quality of the light, where definitely we can say there is a presence of the rate of photosynthesis. They can influence by the quality also. Now we are talking about that is intensity. Intensity means what? The next point we are talking about that is intensity. In case of the intensity, definitely we are talking about the range. So in this light factor, we are talking about one concept, that is PAR. PAR stand for photosynthetically active radiation. Photosynthetically active radiation. Okay, photosynthetically active radiation, simply we are talking about that is PAR. According to PR, whatever we are talking about the range, because we are talking about the intensity, so 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, these are the exactly intensity, or you can say these are the exactly range for the sunlight where rate of where photosynthesis process it can be occurred, because it should be having the specific range. More than more than the 700, that time also rate of photosynthesis they get declined. Less than 400 also. Sorry, what you said? Okay, so PR means what? Photosynthetically active radiation, and the range of this PR is 400 to 700 nanometer. It means that rate of photosynthesis, definitely we are talking about if you provide less than 400 sunlight nanometer, that time rate of photosynthesis is get decline. If you provide more than 700, that time again it will be showing the decline. So simply we are taking the graph to explain this light, x-axis versus y-axis. On the y-axis, we are talking about rate of photosynthesis. Y-axis, we are talking about that is rate of photosynthesis. And on the x-axis, we are talking about that is light intensity. Light intensity. And that light intensity we try to measure from 400 to 700 nanometer. Because intensity, and we are talking about that is wavelength, so we have to talk about which condition, that is 400 to 700 nanometer. Suppose हम यहाँ से start करें 0. Now these are the 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 and the 700. 0. Now it's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 and 700. So these are the something range, and now we are talking about these are the light intensity. And light intensity, it is measured in nanometer because we are talking about the wavelength. Now according to PR, what happened? 400 to 700, these are the range where rate of photosynthesis is more, right? So now what happened? यहाँ तक suppose these are the 400 range. We are giving this some dotted line, so we can draw a graph. So these are the 400 range. So according to scientists, now what happened in this condition? Up to 400, now the rate of photosynthesis they get increased slightly. And again up to 700, they are showing the constant one. So now what happened? What you understand from this graph? Rate of photosynthesis, it will be increased up to certain level, and now they get constant up to 700. So why we are talking about this condition? That is PR. PR means what? The range that is 400 to 700 nanometer. These are the region where rate of photosynthesis, these are the carried out. Means these are the actually constant, or you can say these are the more active. Got it? हाँ, इसमें भी changes होंगे. In case of red light, more photosynthetic. In case of the blue light also, there is a graph. It is increased. So that is a different scenario. That is related to absorption spectrum. We are not talking about the absorption spectrum. We are talking about the simple condition, light intensity versus rate of photosynthesis, right? And now in this point of view, we try to understand the concept PAR, photosynthetically active radiation, where 400 to 700 nanometer. These are the range for the sunlight, and during this light, simply we can say these are the visible light, and during this process, rate of photosynthesis is more in case of higher plant. Got it? Clear this point? Any doubt from the first factor, light factor? Any doubt? Simple meaning. Okay? Yes. Done? Yeah, done this part? Should I continue with the next factor? Should I continue with the next factor? अरे बोलो जल्दी. Should I continue? Okay, Rishikesh. Chalo. Next factor we are talking about, that is, next factor we are talking about, that is carbon dioxide concentration, which is a major factor. CO2 concentration. Suppose, is this any question? अगर ऐसा question होगा, out of the option, which is the major factor? Inside the option, light is there, water is there, even carbon dioxide is there, temperature also there. So remember, CO2 concentration, basically these are the major factor among all, because in normal condition also CO2 concentration, they get also fluctuated. So concentration, carbon dioxide concentration, these are the major factor among the all. Now listen carefully. Whenever we are talking about the carbon dioxide concentration, you know very well, as compared to oxygen, CO2 concentration is very less in environment. So if you are talking about in case of the atmosphere, in case of the environment, surrounding environment, what is the concentration of the CO2? So according to book, CO2 concentration, so according to book, CO2 concentration, basically if you count in concentration, means in percentage point, simply they are having 0.03%. So these are the data according to book. But if you are talking about the current scenario, due to global warming, due to excessive use of the vehicle, petrol, diesel, carbon component, some hydrocarbon component, now concentration of that carbon dioxide, it is get increased. And now that increased concentration, it is become 0.04. So these are the exactly current value of carbon dioxide which is present in atmosphere normally, right? Now what happened in this condition? We are talking about how much concentration of carbon dioxide they required for the C3 plant, they required for the C4 plant, and they required for the CAM plant also. So next point we are talking about, that is requirement of CO2. Requirement of CO2. Simply we are talking about, that is C3 plant, they required more carbon dioxide. Then CAM plant, they required the C4, and CAM plant, they required the less concentration or least concentration of the carbon dioxide. So simply we try to understand one by one. First of all, we are talking about, that is C3 plant. In case of the C3 plant, now what happens? Simply we are talking about the concentration of that carbon dioxide which is required, at least, we are talking about at least, okay? At least the concentration is required 450 ppm. 450 ppm, these are the concentration of carbon dioxide which is required in C3 plant. Okay, ppm. ppm long form, that is parts per million. Basically it's a unit. Parts per million, ppm. So for the C3 plant, at least 450 ppm concentration it is required, right? But sometimes what happen, if CO2 concentration it is slightly increased, means they increase more than 450 ppm. Suppose it will be increased more than 450 ppm. That time what happened, there's just something, a conformation change, and due to that conformation change, ultimately whatever the stomata present on C3 plant, that stomata ultimately they get closed. Just try to understand this concept, it's important. We are talking about carbon dioxide concentration. It is a major factor for the photosynthesis among you all. Normally C3 plant they require the more carbon, more CO2 for the fixation. So now what happened? At least they require 450 ppm concentration. Normally ऐसे होता है. But suppose if concentration of that carbon dioxide is slightly increased, slightly means just more than the 450 ppm, that time what happened? There is a conformation change and immediately stomata get closed in C3 plant. These are the normal condition. But we are taking some exception case, and that exception case we are talking about with respect to some plant like greenhouse plant. We are talking about a special condition with respect to greenhouse plant. In case of the greenhouse plant, we are taking the two example. Number one, tomatoes, and the second one, that is bell pepper. So tomato, and the another example, that is bell pepper. Okay. So these are the two plants. More specifically, we are referred as a greenhouse plant. Greenhouse plant means what? Do you know? In case of the greenhouse plant, there is something a controlled condition. Green net is there, optimum temperature, even what we say, moisture, everything they get in controlled manner. But now what happened whenever we are talking about the greenhouse plant like tomatoes and the bell pepper, if we provide CO2 concentration more than 450 ppm, suppose हमने provide किया, so that time what happened? Such greenhouse plant, they respond to high concentration of carbon dioxide, and if you provide more than 450 ppm of CO2, that time that plant respond and they are showing more photosynthesis. Okay, so such plant, greenhouse plant like tomatoes and the bell pepper, such plant respond and simply they are showing more photosynthesis. Got it? Clear this part? Just try to understand. Please don't get confused between the C3 plant, right? Because tomatoes and the bell pepper, these are having the C3. These are included to C3 plant. But more special condition, greenhouse plant. Greenhouse plant means what? Controlled condition. So in case of the greenhouse plant condition, when you provide CO2 concentration beyond more than 450 ppm, that time also such some plants like tomatoes, like bell pepper, they respond and they are showing more rate of photosynthesis. Got it? Clear this part? Any doubt from with the help of the in this C3 plant condition? Any doubt? Sure? Okay, chalo. Now, next factor, number second, we are talking about with respect to C4 plant. In case of the C4 plant, they require the less CO2 concentration, and we are talking about they required just 360 ppm CO2 concentration is required. How much? 360 ppm. And suppose accidentally if you provide more than 360 ppm CO2 concentration, that time it leads to saturation effect. Got it? It leads to saturation effect. Saturation effect means what? Photosynthesis immediately gets stopped. Photosynthesis, it will be get stopped. Got it? Done? Clear? Clear? Should I continue? Okay. Sanvi, yeah. Chalo. Next factor we are talking about the temperature. Third factor we are talking about, that is temperature. One important thing whenever we are talking about the temperature basically they directly affect on light reaction as well as the dark reaction. So we are talking about whatever we are talking about, all the light reaction is what, cyclic and the non-cyclic reaction. All these light reaction, they are sensitive to temperature, means temperature they can directly affect on the light reaction also. As well as we are talking about dark reaction. Dark reaction means we are talking about that is C3 cycle, C4 cycle, right? Carbon fixation cycle. So that dark reaction also, they all, whatever the enzymes are required for the dark reaction, all that enzyme is controlled by temperature. So in dark reaction, whatever the enzyme involved, all the enzyme, they controlled by temperature. So obviously temperature, it is a major, again these are the another, not major actually, but it is an important factor in case of the photosynthesis system. Now we are talking about what is the exactly rate for the temperature, means what is the exactly range. So can plant, they having tendency, they can grow at arid region, dry region, right? So on the basis of simply we are talking about suppose C3 plant, then CAM plant, and finally we are C4 plant, and finally we are talking about that is CAM plant. When we are talking about that is C3 plant they required approximately 25 degrees Celsius temperature. Means what, optimum, everything is normal like a room temperature, they require the optimum. Now when you compare this plant with respect to C4 plant, C4 plant they having tendency, they can grow at dry tropical region. So they can grow at dry tropical region. और हमने example भी देखा था like sugar cane, like sorghum, like maize, they required the less means they grow, they require the less water, but they are having tendency, they can survive in quite high temperature also. And whenever we are talking about the CAM plant required the arid environment, right? Environment is arid. Arid environment means what? Simply we are talking about the dry environment plus water also they are having the limiting factor. So we'll see that part in CAM plant. But according to temperature rate, remember one point, CAM plant, they having such kind of this adaptation, they can survive at high temperature. While C4 plant, again they are having some kind of the adaptation, they can survive at the dry tropical region. And whenever we are talking about the C3 plant, they are don't having any such type of the adaptation. So C3 plant, they have a tendency, they grow at normal environmental condition. Clear this part? Clear? Yeah, clear this part? Quickly tell me. Simple, that's it for the temperature. CO2 concentration for the, listen, CO2 concentration that is less than 360 ppm. Approximately 100 ppm के आसपास रहता है, 100 to 150. No need for the CAM, don't worry Yash, okay? Chalo, last factor, that is water. Water also is required. Now in case of the water, simply we are talking about the two conditions, right? Do you know very well, whenever we are talking about the requirement of the water, I'm talking about the requirement, okay? So, or in other language you can say that is who save more water. So in case of the water concept we are talking about, that is who save more water. So on the basis of that, simply you try to understand, can plant, they save more water. Then C4 plant, they save the less water, and C3 plant, they save least water. So if you are talking about the saving phenomena, so in case of this saving, CAM plant, succulent plant or the Crassulaceae plant, they are having tendency, they can save more water. Okay. So now in case of the water, first of all, we are talking about the water stress. Suppose stress hai, and that stress nothing but we are talking about the water stress. So now what happened during the water stress? Two important event will be occur. Two important event. First event, now stomata will get closed. First event क्या होगा? Stomata close, and it means that stomata close means what? There is no transpiration, because now whenever we are talking about the process of the transpiration, during the process of the transpiration there is a loss of water, right? So in this point of view we are talking about stomata get closed. It means that there is a no transpiration, because stomata, they are showing closeness. Once stomata get closed, it means that these are the it is a signal that is water availability. Whatever the water is water availability is basically less, and if stomata it is get closed, it means that whatever the carbon dioxide it is get entered, that availability of that carbon dioxide also it is a less. So stomata gets less, it means that simply that is availability of CO2, that is carbon dioxide, that is also less, because carbon dioxide they entered with the help of the stomata. तो ये पहला ये event होगा. Second event, now when water stress condition, now that time leaves they are showing the wilting process. Wilting leaves. And what is meaning of the wilting leaves? Ultimately, leaf surface they get declined. Leaf surface it will be get decrease. And do you know very well, अगर surface area decrease हुआ, it means that is the rate of photosynthesis also get decreased. So one common point whenever we are talking about the water stress, it means that ultimately rate of photosynthesis they get declined. Got it? Chalo. Done this part? Done? Okay, chalo. Now I'm talking about in case of the C3 plant, C2 plant, C4 plant and CAM plant, how much water molecule they get lost during uptake of one CO2 molecule. These are the leaf surface area, and now we are talking about these are the stomata. These are the structure of the stomata, right? Now what happened? In case of the C3 plant, first of all I'm talking about in case of the C3 plant. C3 plant they require more carbon dioxide also, right? And if more carbon dioxide means that they can open more stomata. So for the entry of 1 atmospheric carbon dioxide molecule, for the entry of 1 carbon dioxide molecule, now such kind of the C3 plant they lost approximately 600 water molecule. Because C3 plant they have a tendency they grow at favorable condition where temperature is optimum, water also present in plenty amount, so there is no need of water, excess water not required. So now what happened? If we compare this point with respect to C3 plant, so in case of the C3 plant, for if 1 carbon dioxide uptake through the stomata, that time 600 water molecule they get lost with the help of the transpiration. Got it? So how many water molecule they get lost in first condition with the help of the transpiration? That is total 600 water molecule they get lost, right? Similarly, when you compare this point in case of the C4 plant, so C4 plant basically they require the less CO2 as well as, so if less CO2 is required, it means that they can release less water also. So for 1 carbon dioxide uptake, they sacrifice 300 water molecule through transpiration. And the सबसे important है the plant, that is CAM plant. CAM plant, basically water is very important, because CAM plant, they have tendency, they grow at low water concentration, right? And now what happen during the CAM plant, if they want to uptake one carbon dioxide molecule, that time simply they lost only 50 water molecule. How many molecule they lose? Only 50 water molecule, because in case of the CAM, water is limiting factor. Water nahi hota. So that's why what happened, they to save the water, they just lose. They take, what we say, they just lose only 50 water molecule. Got it? Clear this point with respect to water? Clear? Okay. Done? Yeah. So these are the four important factor which is required for the major factor actually. If you read module में nutrient भी factor दिया हुआ है, chlorophyll, these are also factor, but that is not too much important. So these are the four major factor who directly affect on photosynthesis. And out of that four, CO2, carbon dioxide concentration, these are the major one. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay, fine. Chalo. Yeah. So any doubt from this water concentration factor water? Any doubt? Any doubt? Am I audible? No doubt, no? Okay, chalo. Yeah. So next point, yeah. So these are the all information according to your school plus NEET point of view. Now we are talking about the some extra part. Those are related to NEET part. Chalo. Next point, factors part is finished. Next point we are talking about that is CO2 compensation point. Carbon dioxide compensation point. In case of the carbon dioxide compensation point, simply we are talking about the rate of photosynthesis as well as the respiration. They both balance with each other. And how they get balanced with each other? Because there is no net exchange of carbon dioxide as well as the CO2. Simply we are talking about the CO2 compensation point, that is two process like photosynthesis and the another process like respiration. So photosynthesis as well as the respiration, both They balance each other. They balance each other. It means that there is a no net exchange of carbon dioxide as well as oxygen. So these are the simple definition for the CO2 compensation point, right? Now I'll tell you the exactly what we say equation for the CO2 compensation point. In case of the CO2 what we say compensation point, first of all, when we are talking about equation for the photosynthesis. So normally, do you know very well, whenever we are talking about the equation for the photosynthesis, in this point of view, we are talking about that is 6 carbon dioxide. They react with the 12 molecules of water in the presence of the light and the chlorophyll pigment. Now there is a formation of the C6H12O6 plus 6 water molecule they get released, and as well as 6 molecular oxygen they also get released. So now what happened? These are the simple equation for the process of the photosynthesis, where 6 carbon की entry हो गई, and now that 6 carbon they've converted into C6H12O6, and whatever the water is there, that water molecule they converted into oxygen molecule, right? So these are the condition for the photosynthesis. When you compare this point for the equation of respiration, so exactly they are reversible with each other. How? Respiration, nothing but we are talking about cellular respiration. More specifically, we are talking about cellular respiration. So can you tell me what is meaning of the cellular respiration? What's the meaning of cellular respiration? Can you please tell me? The meaning of cellular respiration? Mount Litera School. The meaning of cellular respiration? See, respiration in animal, that is breathing process. In case of the plant, respiration means cellular respiration. So what is the meaning of cellular respiration? Uptake of energy and breaking down complex substance into simple one. Okay, yes. Or simply we are talking about that is breakdown of food. Simply that process it is called as the breakdown of food, right? In this process, simply we are talking about that is whatever the glucose which is get produced during the photosynthesis process. So that same glucose, that is C6H12O6, which is a one glucose molecule, that one glucose molecule in presence of 6 molecules of oxygen, they undergo the process of breakdown of the food. And now what happened? During this breakdown process, we obtain high amount of energy as well as we obtain carbon dioxide, and as well as water they get released as a waste product, or you can say they can get released as a byproduct. So these are the exactly reverse process with respect to respiration, right? So हमने ये भी देखा था during the respiration process 6 carbon dioxide they get released as well as the 6 water molecule they get released. So what is meaning of the compensation point? Compensation point कब zero होगा, right? I'm talking about when the compensation point is zero. Photosynthesis as well as the respiration rate, there is no any net exchange between them. Whatever the carbon dioxide gets fixed, same number of the carbon dioxide they get released during the respiration process. So that simple process it is called as the CO2 compensation point. It means that photosynthesis and the respiration, when both they balance with each other and there is no net exchange of carbon dioxide as well as oxygen. So value for CO2 compensation point, C3 plant. Value for the CO2 compensation point, actually it's the one terminology. Value के ऊपर question नहीं बनेगा, so I'm not giving that part. If you want extra information, you can go through with module, you will get the values. So I'm telling you only the exactly rate. CO2 compensation point, it is more in case of the C3 plant, then less in case of the C4 plant, and the least in case of the CAM plant. Okay, C3, C4, as well as we are talking about which condition, that is CAM plant. Okay, so CO2 compensation point, it is more in case of the C3 plant, then less in case of the C4 and less in case of the CAM. If you want value, you can go through with the module. Module में chart दिया हुआ है C3, C4 and the CAM with all properties. So you just refer that, so you will get all information. This information is sufficient for CO2 compensation point. Got it? Clear? Okay. Should I continue next one? Rishikesh, where is Heram? Sanika, Sakshi, Aditi, Faye, Gaurav, Harsh, Janil, Lisa, Madhura. Okay, fine. Chalo. Yeah. Next point, we are talking about another concept, neat point of view important. One effect, that is Warburg effect. Next point, Warburg effect. Scientist Warburg explained one effect. What is the meaning of the Warburg effect? It means that if oxygen level, it will be get increase. If oxygen level, which level? O2 level, okay? If oxygen level, it will be get increased, ultimately they can inhibit. So these are the symbol for inhibition. So ultimately that oxygen, they can inhibit photosynthesis process. So simple this effect, these are called as Warburg effect. What is meaning of the Warburg effect? If O2 concentration, oxygen concentration, it will be get increased, so they can directly inhibit the rate of photosynthesis. How? हमने देखा था C2 cycle, right? Remember? So इसका reason क्या है? Reason basically it is due to C2 cycle, because now what happened? In case of the C2 cycle, and that C2 cycle also called as the photorespiration. So during that photorespiration or during that C2 cycle, oxygen they bind with the Rubisco, or agar suppose if oxygen concentration is more, maximum high level be present है, so now ultimately what happen? All the Rubisco enzyme, they busy with oxygen and they follow the O2 cycle. Means they follow the C2 cycle, they follow the photorespiration. So that time final result, if there is an excess amount of the oxygen, directly they can inhibit the rate of photosynthesis, and reason behind this due to C2 cycle, or you can say due to photorespiration. Clear this part? Simple effect, neat, straightforward question. O2 concentration increase, they can inhibit the photosynthesis. Reason, photorespiration. Chalo. Done? Done? Okay. Next part, I'm giving you some extra information for the site. In case of the C3 plant, whenever we are talking about the in case of the C3 plant, in case of the C3 plant, mesophyll cell chloroplast, where photosynthesis process will be occur. These are the site for the photosynthesis. So we are talking about cycle with site for photosynthesis. So number one, we are talking about which one? That is C3 cycle, C3 plant. So in case of the C3 plant, or you can say that is C3 cycle, basically they run inside the mesophyll cells of chloroplast, means mesophyll cells chloroplast. Okay. When you compare this point with C4 cycle, so हमने देखा था C4 cycle, basically they are having the double carbon fixation, right? 2 times carbon carbon dioxide they get fixed. So in this point of view, we are talking about where the rate of photosynthesis will be occur. Number one, that is MSC cell, and along with that, that is BAC, that is mesophyll cells and the bundle sheath cells, where photosynthesis process will be occur. And inside the mesophyll cells, हमने discuss किया था, there is a presence of the granule chloroplast, and in case of the bundle sheath cell, there is a presence of the agranule chloroplast. Okay, so 2 cells are required. But when you compare this point with respect to CAM cycle or the CAM pathway, so again this CAM pathway, they just occur inside the mesophyll cells. Only one cells are required, that is mesophyll cells. Got it? Clear? So these are the exactly site for the photosynthesis. Remember, chloroplast must stay. Mesophyll cells chloroplast, bundle sheath cell chloroplast, and the mesophyll cells chloroplast. So these are the for the CAM, these are for the C4, and this one for the C3. Clear? Clear? एक सेकेंड. Yeah. So next part we are talking about one concept, quantum yield. Chalo. One concept we are talking about the quantum yield. Quantum yield means what? To release one molecular oxygen during the photolysis of the water, how many quantum, how many photon, how many energies required. So what is meaning of the quantum yield? Simply we are talking about, that is during splitting of water or during lysis of water. Now what happened? Number of oxygen, molecular oxygen actually, okay? Number of oxygen they get released. That process simply it is called as, that is quantum yield. So we try to understand the concept by taking the simple equation. Suppose हमने देखा था in case of the splitting of the water, initially 2 water molecules they get involved, right? These 2 water molecules, the enzyme will be act. 3 factors are required like manganese, chlorine, as well as the calcium. And now along with that, there is a requirement of the 8 photon, and that photon simply it is also called as the quanta, that is energy, right? 8 photon is required, and with the help of the 8 photon or with the help of the 8 quanta, now 1 molecular oxygen it will be get released, right? One oxygen. So what is meaning of that? If you want to release 1 oxygen, if you want to release a 1 molecular oxygen, that time you require total 8 photon, right? How many requirement? There is a requirement of total 8 photon. Total 8 photon is required. So on the basis of that, if you want to convert, so simply you can divide by the, that is 1 by 8. Your answer will be, that is 12.5%, right? So whatever the answer will become, that's 12.5%. These are the quantum requirement, that is energy requirement, right? Quantum means what? Energy. So these are the quantum requirement or the energy requirement during the photosynthesis to release 1 molecular oxygen. So these are the quantum, or in other language you can say these are the energy which is required during photosynthesis. During photosynthesis to release one molecular oxygen. Got it? Clear? So we are talking about that is quantum yield as well as the quantum requirement. So we are talking about yield means what? What we obtain. Yield, what we obtain. We obtain one molecular oxygen during the splitting of the water. And what is the meaning of the requirement? Means what we used. We required 8 light molecules. We required the 8 photon. We required the 8 quantum. So with the help of that 8 photon molecule, successfully we release one molecular oxygen. Clear this point? One question from NEET 12.5%. And do you understand ये कहाँ से आएगा 12.5? 1 that is 1 oxygen, 8 that is photon, 1 by 8, total answer will be that is 12.5. Got it? Yeah. I'm telling you the one another question. Maximum students definitely have a mistake करते हैं. Which cofactor required? So if there is a question that is cofactor, those are associated with splitting of water, lysis of water, splitting of water. So remember one thing, 3 cofactors are required. Number 1, there is a requirement of the manganese. Again, there is a requirement of the chlorine. And the next one, there is a requirement of the calcium. These are the answer for your splitting of water. Check the last previous year question, you will get one question related to cofactor. और अगर क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है which cofactor it is associated with chlorophyll pigment, so what is answer? Tell me. The cofactor which is associated with pigment, that is chlorophyll pigment, so what will be your answer? Chlorophyll pigment, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, C, D, whatever the green color pigments are there. So do you know the answer? Which pigment is associated with the chlorophyll? Do you know? That is magnesium. Remember, the cofactor which is required, that is magnesium. Please don't get confused. Cofactor which is required for splitting of water, and another one that is the cofactor which is required for chlorophyll pigment. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, for example, in case of the human body, RBC is present, right? Inside the RBC, hemoglobin is present, right? Now what happened? That hemoglobin, they get coordinated with iron, because iron it is play very important role to maintain the structure of the hemoglobin. Similarly, if you want to form a chlorophyll structure, okay, if you want to form a chlorophyll structure, so in case of the chlorophyll structure, 4 chlorophyll molecule, like ये chlorophyll molecule है, these are the one chlorophyll molecule, these are the another chlorophyll molecule. Now suppose these are the third chlorophyll molecule, this one the 4 chlorophyll molecule. So all these 4 chlorophyll molecule, they get united, they get coordinated with the help of the magnesium. And please remember, magnesium present, that's why color of chlorophyll it is a green color. Why chlorophyll they are having green color? Due to magnesium. If you remove magnesium, that time it is become colorless. Remember, like in biological classification chapter, याद आ रहा है कुछ कुछ? Lichen, these are the sensitive to sulfur dioxide. Remember? Because if you remove magnesium, that time that chlorophyll is become colorless. But if magnesium is present, due to that magnesium, simply you can say chlorophyll, they obtain green color. Green color of chlorophyll. Green color of the pigment is due to magnesium. Clear this part? Option में magnesium भी होगा. When there is a one question that is related to splitting of water, 100% there is a option magnesium. Confusion होगा manganese and magnesium. Remember, manganese it is related to splitting of water. Magnesium it is related to chlorophyll structure. Got it? Clear this part? Yes, no, say something quickly. Okay? Yeah, chalo. Now, next important factor, important point, neat point of view. And there is one question in 2017 that is red drop effect. हम दो effect के बारे में बात करें. One effect that is red drop effect and the another one that is immersion enhancement effect. Enhancement effect. So we'll try to understand this both effect. Okay. Common information, basically this red drop effect and the immersion enhancement effect, these are the studied by scientist Robert Emerson. The first point, both this effect it is studied by scientist Robert Emerson. Got it? Another one. For this study, he used monochromatic light as well as the chlorella, which is the example of the green algae. Okay? So for this study, basically he used some material, like he used the monochromatic light. और हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था what is meaning of the monochromatic light. Now what happened, you have to use the prism, red color prism, green color prism, means you have to pass, with the help of that prism you have to pass green color, red color, yellow color, orange color. So you have to use the monochromatic light, and along with that he used chlorella. And do you know very well, chlorella basically the example of the green algae. Aquatic है, fresh water है, and these are the example of the green algae or alga. Okay, so these are some common information. Now first of all we try to understand what is the meaning of the red drop effect. First one, first effect we are talking about red drop effect, explained by the scientist Robert Emerson, and this effect also studied with the help of the monochromatic light as well as by selecting the experimental material as a chlorella, which is example of the green alga. ठीक है? Should I continue? ये important है नीट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू.
Yes, ma'am.
या नीट 2017 में एक क्वेश्चन इससे बना था, अभी तक क्वेश्चन नहीं बना है, सो वी आर नॉट टेकिंग एनी चांस. दिस पॉइंट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. चलो, should I continue with red drop effect? See, नाम आ रहा है red. Red means what? Related to red light. And can you tell me what is the absorption spectra for red light? Red light absorb which wavelength? Tell me what is the red light absorb which wavelength? Are Yash, red light ray. I'm not talking about the far red. Red. Red light. Yes, Pruha, it's a 680 nanometer. Very nice. So what is meaning of the red drop effect? Yeah. What is meaning of the red drop effect? It means that if you provide more than 680 nanometer light, if you provide more than 680 nanometer wavelength, that time there is a decrease in rate of photosynthesis. So simple meaning with respect to red drop effect, that is, if you provide more than 680 nanometer wavelength. 680 nanometer wavelength. Ultimately, what will be the result? That is rate of photosynthesis, it will be get decline. और ऐसा होता भी है because हमने just discuss किया था. Red light where the maximum photosynthesis rate is observed, and red light it is having absorption spectrum that is 680 nanometer. So if you provide more than 680 nanometer wavelength, that time ultimately the rate of photosynthesis it will be get decline, it will be get decrease. So such effect simply it is called as the red drop effect, was studied by the scientist Robert Emerson by using green alga that is chlorella. ओके एक्सपेरिमेंट सेम है मतलब क्या किया कि यूज द मोनोक्रोमैटिक लाइट प्रिज्म यूज किया ही जस्ट प्रोवाइड द रेड लाइट वायलेट लाइट इंडिगो ब्लू एवरीथिंग लाइट इज ऑब्जर्व बट व्हाट यू ऑब्जर्व once there is a red light immediately there is a decline in rate of photosynthesis. So we'll try to understand by using some information on x axis as well as the y axis. y axis पे हम देख रहे हैं rate of photosynthesis, that is rate of photosynthesis, and on x axis we are talking about that is wavelength, intensity, or you can say wavelength in nanometer, wavelength in case of the nanometer. ठीक है, so I'm giving the wavelength range that is 400 to 700 nanometer. तो यहाँ पे suppose 400 था, then the 500, something like that. ठीक है, हम correct नहीं ले रहे but between the 400 to 700 range. Now what happens, suppose in this point of view we are talking about that is rate of photosynthesis, it is get increase, again they get decline, again this rate it is increase, and again they suddenly get decline. Condition, suppose ये region है that is a blue light region, it's a blue light region, and now these are the region that is red light region, because if you plot on the x axis, if you plot on the x axis, so you will get the some value, and these are the value, nothing but we are talking about red light, nothing but that is 680 nanometer. तो यहाँ पे क्या था, maximum था, but what you observe, you just slightly increase the wavelength more than 680, 681, 82, 85, 690. So immediately clear cut you can observe one thing, that is rate of photosynthesis, they immediately get decline यहाँ से, and this decline means what, simply we are talking about there is a decrease. Why decrease? Because it's called as the red drop effect. Red light where rate of photosynthesis is maximum, but if you provide wavelength more than beyond the 680 nanometer, that time ultimately there is a decrease in rate of photosynthesis. Got it? So such simple effect, these are called as red drop effect. Clear? Jaldi bolo, this point is clear? Chalo. Any doubt from the red drop effect? Red drop beyond the 680, rate of photosynthesis get decline. That's it. This is called the red drop effect. Chalo. Next point we are talking about immersion enhancement effect, which is studied by, explained by scientist Robert Emerson by using experimental material, monochromatic light, and the chlorella, which is a green algae. Second experiment we are talking about, that is immersion enhancement effect. Immersion enhancement effect. So first of all, I am writing the summary and then I'll try to explain with the help of the graph. So according to enhancement effect means what? Means something we are getting more. So what is meaning of the enhancement effect? When, see, when two photosystem, two peers, two photosystem, which one? That is photosystem 1 as well as the photosystem 2. They work simultaneously. they work simultaneously, or you can say they work together. That time, ultimately, the rate of photosynthesis they get increased, and 25% more productivity we obtain. So when they work simultaneously, simple meaning, we obtain 25%, please underline, more productivity. And this productivity, nothing but we are talking about the biomass, or you can say simply it is called as the photosynthesis. And why these are the possible? Because both the system they work together. Why we obtain more? Because BCZ for the because two photosystem peers, they work together. And obviously, when they work together, ultimately we can get the more effect, more enhancement effect, right? So that's what is called as the enhancement effect. Got it? Clear this part? Clear this part? We'll try to explain with the help of the graph also. Chalo, should I continue? So just try to understand, हम इसको compare करेंगे the cyclic and the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Again, we are converting all this information in graph. In case of the graph on y-axis, we are talking about similarly, that is the rate of photosynthesis. And on the x-axis, we are talking about that is photosystem. That is light harvesting complex. LHC, light harvesting complex. Do you know very well? हमने दो light harvesting complex देखे, photosystem 1 and the photosystem 2, cyclic and the non-cyclic. हाँ? Suppose we are talking about यहाँ पे this one. So we are talking about these are the process where we are talking about it's a photosystem, only photosystem 1. So simply we are talking about these are the cyclic reaction. These are the first one, that is cyclic photophosphorylation. This one. Okay, so just हमें discuss किया था, whenever we are talking about the cyclic photophosphorylation, during this step we just obtain 2 ATP. कितने मिलेंगे हमें? We just obtain the 2 ATP, and do you know very well, if the less energy get produced, it means that there is a rate of photosynthesis also they are placed, because for the carbon fixation you required ATP, you required NADPH2 also. So when the cyclic photophosphorylation, productivity is less because only one photosystem is working. But now what happened? In case of the enhancement effect, when photosystem 1 as well as ये PS1 है, okay? So when PS1 as well as PS2 as well as the PS2 they work together. So photosystem 1A and now these are the photosystem 2. So do you know very well, during this process when they work together, that point of view we are talking about, we obtain some extra effect. Extra effect means what? During this process we obtain total 3 ATPs as well as we obtain total 2 molecules of NADPH. And why these are the possible? Because these are the diagrammatic, or what it is, that is something a pyramid shape structure for non-cyclic photophosphorylation. कितना बड़ा नाम है? Phosphorylation. Okay, so got this point? Why we are talking about the more 25% more we obtain? Because when they work simultaneously, when they work together, that time ultimately overall whatever we are talking about, we obtain 25% more benefit, because two systems they work together. Clear this part? Clear this part? Remember, 25% more. That's it. Clear? Okay. So any doubt from the red drop effect and the immersion effect? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, ठीक है चलो. Last point of this chapter, CAM cycle. चलो, write down the title. We are talking about CAM cycle. Last point. CAM cycle कहो, or you can say that is CAM pathway. In case of the CAM basically they stand for the Crassulaceae family. हमने देखा था. CAM pathway basically these are the condition where arid region is present, where water is present in less amount, dry condition like a desert. That time, that particularly that plant they follow such pathway, that is CAM pathway. CAM stand for basically one family, that is Crassulaceae family. And that CAM basically stand for the Crassulian acid pathway. C for the Crassulian, A for the acid, and the P for the pathway. Metabolism pathway. M for metabolism pathway. So ये हो गया for the CAM. Now just we last class also we discussed, whenever we are talking about the CAM pathway basically they present in a plant who having tendency to grow at arid region. Okay, grow at arid region. Arid region means what? Exactly dry and region where water is present in less amount. Water is a limiting factor. So if water is less, that condition we can say they grow at the arid region. Some example we देखे थे, agave, euphorbia, pineapple is example. Now the lily is the lily family, that is lily flower. Again the aponcia, that is cactus. So these are the few example which is come under the CAM category. Now another important point, what is the site for this CAM pathway? So definitely we are talking about site for the CAM pathway. Basically it is a mesophyll cells, and entire process it will be occur inside the mesophyll cells. But there is a one unique point with respect to CAM pathway. The plant who follow the CAM pathway to uptake the carbon dioxide, they open stomata during the night time. So we are talking about the next part in case of the point, in case of the CAM plant. Okay, specifically we are talking about in case of the CAM plant. Now stomata, these are called as the scotoactive stomata. Which stomata is present? Scotoactive stomata is present. And what is meaning of this scotoactive stomata? That is stomata open during the night to uptake carbon dioxide. Stomata open during night. Night mein hoga, that's what is called as this scoto, right? To uptake CO2. Why such condition is possible? Because see, already this plant they grow at the low water concentration. Desert है, आपको पता है कैसे water की condition होते हैं, water is the limiting factor. So plant want to save a water, because if during the daytime temperature is quite hot because it is a arid region, dry environment. So if stomata they get open during the daytime, तो आपको तो पता है, if stomata get open to uptake carbon dioxide, immediately there is a loss of water also. So during the arid region, if stomata open during the daytime, that time there is a loss of water. But CAM plant, they are the, what we say, these are the, they want to save the water. They want to save the water. So for that saving process, they just open the stomata during the night time. Okay, so these stomata who open during the night, that type of these stomata, these are called as this scotoactive stomata, which is a very much common in case of the CAM plant. But when you compare this point with respect to C3 plant as well as with respect to C4 plant, so these are the normal plant, those are having stomata, that is photoactive stomata. What is meaning of the photoactive stomata? That is stomata, they get open during the daytime. Photo, light. during daytime. Got it? One question from this point. CAM plant, they are having which kind of this stomata that is photoactive because they want to save a water, so they never open stomata during the daytime. They open stomata during the night time. Clear this part? Clear? ठीक है? Yeah. So quickly, without wasting a time, within a 2 minutes, we'll try to understand the CAM cycle. Chalo. Remember one thing, site for the CAM cycle is a mesophyll cells, but we are talking about day and the night conformation because this cycle run between the two parameters, day and the night. Suppose we are talking about this part that is during the night. हम बात करें night, and just we discussed during the night time. Now that stomata it is get open. Stomata it will be get open. Okay. Now this with the help of that stomata. Ma'am, screen is frozen. No, Yash, it's moving, Baba. एक सेकेंड, मुझे बस 5 मिनट चाहिए, otherwise then chapter is finished. Now it's okay. Tell me quickly. It's okay now or not? एक सेकेंड.
Ma'am, it's frozen.
एक सेकेंड. I'll do one thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'll share again. Just 1 second. Actually, in module that diagram is given, but the diagram is too complicated because diagram से question नहीं बनेगा. Maximum question is coming from the concept. Now it's open properly. Just see. Yes, na? ठीक है, चलो. So should I start with the pathway? Just try to focus on the board. Stop writing. I'll give the time for the writing. Okay. First of all, I'll complete this part. We are talking about that is condition, that is stomata, they get open during the daytime as well as the night time, right? So first of all, we are taking condition that is stomata, it will be get open during the night because stomata is photoactive stomata, right? So now what happens? Suppose leaf है, right? Inside the leaf, that with the help of that stomata, carbon dioxide it will be get entered. So we are talking about that is atmospheric CO2. Atmospheric CO2 it will be get entered with the help of the stomata, right? Now this carbon dioxide simply it is converted with the help of the bicarbonate because initial process it is similar to C4 pathway, initial process. So that CO2 it will be get entered. That is CO2 entry with the help of that stomata, and now that converted into which form? That is bicarbonate form. This bicarbonate form now they react with the PEP. तो आपने पहले देखा था phosphoenol pyruvate PEP. Basically these are the 3 carbon component. यहाँ पे enzyme काम करेगा pepcase, right? The enzyme will be work that is pepcase. That is pepcase enzyme. And now what happened? Such enzyme that is pepcase, they're responsible for the carboxylation, and the first stable product who get formed that is oxaloacetic acid. So remember one point, oxaloacetic acid which is a 4 carbon, again these are the first stable product in case of the CAM plant also, because initial process it is exactly similar to C4. Got it? Stomata open during the night time. Atmospheric carbon dioxide they get entered. CO2 they convert into bicarbonate form. Bicarbonate they react with the PEP. Now that PEP and carbonate with the help of the enzyme pepcase they convert into first stable product that is oxaloacetic acid. Okay, which is a 4 carbon. Now what happened? Such oxaloacetic acid simply they converted into malate. किसमें convert करेंगे ये? It is converted in the form of the malate. And remember, malate again these are the 4 carbon component. So malate also these are the 4 carbon. So now what happened? During the night time, such malate it will be get entered inside the organelle vacuole, right? So now what happened in this condition? Whatever the oxaloacetic acid, they convert into malate, and now such malate, they get entered inside the structure of vacuole, because during the night time, that carbon they stored inside the vacuole. Because see, for the photosynthesis, for the carbon dioxide fixation, हमें Rubisco चाहिए, right? Rubisco enzyme, they get activated during the light time, mean during the daytime, because light is required for the activation of Rubisco. So now what happened during the night time? Can plant, they just pick up the carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide they convert into in the form of the malic acid. So malate, deprotonated format. That malate they get entered into vacuole. So that malate finally it is converted in the form of malic acid. Because do you know very well, vacuole they are having the acidic compartment. So ultimately when that malate they get entered inside the vacuole, that time they convert it into malic acid. Got it? So what is the purpose of all this reaction? Because can plant they want to save the water. उन्होंने क्या किया? नाइट में स्टोमाटा ओपन किया. Carbon dioxide they pick up during the night, and now from oxaloacetic acid from malate, that carbon dioxide they stored in malic acid form. Got it? यहाँ तक कोई doubt है? During the night, what kind of the scenario will be happening? Any doubt? Hello? What is the purpose? Purpose to want to uptake carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide finally converted into malic acid, and that malic acid we have to store in vacuole during the night time. अब देखो reverse condition होगा. Now we are talking about next condition during the daytime. What happened during the daytime? Now what happened? We are talking about during the daytime. ये same vacuole होगा, right? Inside that vacuole we store malic acid, which is a 4-carbon component, right? During the daytime, अब time कौन सा है? We are talking about the daytime. Light is available. So during the daytime, malic acid they come outside the vacuole. Malic acid simply they converted in the form of the malate, because deprotonated form. Malate basically it is a 4-carbon component, right? Now that malate it is converted in the form of pyruvate. किसमें convert करेंगे malate को? Malate it is converted in the form of pyruvate. So you tell me, pyruvate कितने carbon का component है? Malate is a 4-carbon. Pyruvate how many carbon? Pyruvate, yes, these are the 3 carbon. So now what happened? During this stage, there is a release of 1 carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide it is picked up by the enzyme Rubisco, and you know very well, agar Rubisco involved, it means that which cycle will be run? Which cycle will be run here? Calvin cycle, C3 cycle. Yes, so these are the simple funda. During the night time, uptake the carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide they get released during daytime, and that CO2 it is picked up by the Rubisco, and now there is a Calvin cycle successfully get forward. ठीक है? तो ये था scenario. Now what happened? Simply that pyruvate, which is a 3-carbon, they converted in the form of the glucose, right? And glucose finally they stored in the form of starch. So daytime में ये होगा, because we want to synthesize glucose also, right? So glucose synthesis होगा, and finally that glucose they responsible for storage of the starch. So what happened? Whatever the event we are talking here, all these event they occur during the daytime. ये daytime है. During the daytime, stomata basically they are closed. During the daytime, that stomata they get closed. Clear? Now what happens? Simply again during the night time, whatever the starch it is get produced, so cycle हमें continue करना पड़ेगा. So for that continuation of the cycle, during the night time again that starch they converted in the form of the glucose, and finally that glucose undergo the glycolysis process, and now they converted into PEG, that is phosphoenol pyruvate. So just listen carefully. I'm telling you again this entire chart because we are talking about the part that is CAM cycle. CAM cycle, it is run only in mesophyll cells, but two conditions are required, day as well as the night. Whenever we are talking about the night time, during the night time stomata open hoga because stomata is a photoactive stomata. Carbon dioxide it will be get entered. Now they convert into oxaloacetic acid, which is the first stable product. Oxaloacetic acid they convert into malate, and malate once they get entered into vacuole due to acidic compartment, that malate it is converted into malic acid. Okay, so all this scenario with respect to night on mesophyll cells. डे टाइम में क्या होगा, डे टाइम में स्टोमाटा क्लोज है, बट यू नो वेरी वेल during the daytime carbon fixation process will be occur. So now what happened during the daytime, whatever the malic acid who gets stored inside the vacuole, that malic acid came out. Again that malic acid is converted into malate, malate it is converted into pyruvate. During this conversion, one carbon dioxide will be get released, and now that carbon dioxide is picked up by the Rubisco enzyme because Rubisco enzyme is present in mesophyll cells. And once Rubisco it is get activated, ultimately Kelvin cycle will run. That pyruvate it is converted into glucose, that is the reverse of glycolysis. Glucose it is converted into starch. If you want to continuity of this cycle, तो आपको फिर से PEP बनाना पड़ेगा, phosphoenol pyruvate, because this PEP is the first acceptor for the CAM cycle. So how that PEP it will be get formed? Starch, they undergo the lysis, it will be converted in the form of the glucose. Glucose undergo the glycolysis process, and now again there is a formation of the PEP, that is phosphoenol pyruvate. Got it? Clear this part? Entire process it is occur inside the mesophyll cells, but there is a conformation between day and night. So any doubt from entire photosynthesis chapter? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, yeah. So now with this point, we entirely completed. एक minute, ma'am. In case of this C3 plant, mesophyll cells also have the PEP. Yes, they are also having the PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate. Then why there is a no uptake of the carbon in the form of the carbon? Listen dear, देखो हम आपको अब समझाते हैं. Whenever we are talking about the C3 cycle, in case of the C3 cycle, enzyme involved होगा Rubisco, right? And that Rubisco, they can receive carbon dioxide because they are having active site for the carbon dioxide. Okay? But when you compare this point with the respect to CAM cycle, तो CAM cycle में हमने देखा था there is a presence of the two state. That is, first of all we are talking about there is MAC cell. Inside the MAC एक enzyme present होगा PEPcase, phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. So that PEPcase they have the active site, but that PEPcase they don't receive carbon dioxide. In their active site, bicarbonate form they can easily fit. Got it? Bicarbonate form they can easily fit because you know very well enzymes they are highly specific with respect to substrate. So Rubisco they are having site with the help of the Rubisco, carbon dioxide also get bind as well as oxygen also get bind. But agar enzyme change hua, because we are talking about the PEPcase enzyme in case of the mesophyll cells, so that time simply we are talking about for that PEPcase carbon dioxide they should be converted in the form of the bicarbonate because carbon dioxide they never directly bind with the PEPcase. So it's required more energy for the yes, more energy कहाँ पे लगा था 2 ATP extra for that conversion, for the regeneration process. Remember that pyruvate again it is converted into PEP. So for that step we require the extra 2 ATP. CAM also required the more ATP. So if I am talking about the energy content, remember this point. C3 cycle, they require the less energy. CAM require the more energy. So C4 and the CAM, they require the more energy. So these are the rate with respect to energy point of view. I'm telling you one point. In case of the C3 plant, हमने देखे थे how many ATPs? How many ATPs for one glucose? How many ATPs for one glucose? How many ATPs for one glucose? 18 ATPs and yeah, Spruha. हमने देखा था 18 ATPs plus 12 molecules of NADPH. When you compare this point with the CAM, for the one glucose molecule, they required extra ATP. Like they required 30 ATPs. Yes, they required 30 ATPs and they required 12 molecules of NADPH. But when you compare this point with the CAM के लिए और ज़्यादा energy चाहिए. We are not taking too much detail about the CAM, but it's for your reference. It's required more energy, that is 33 ATP and 12 molecules of NADPH. Actually, how that 33 ATPs come, it's out of syllabus, so we are not taking that part. But remember, जब कभी भी stomata conversion हो रहा है, because see, malic acid, they go inside the vacuole, again from the vacuole they come out. So during that time, there is a requirement of the ATP, because vacuole they have in the transporter, active transport are present. And do you know very well, for the active transport, you have to invest the energy. So due to that involvement of the vacuole in CAM plant, we required more ATP for one glucose formation. So all these are the energy with respect to one glucose, and one glucose with respect to C3, C4 and the CAM. अब आ गया समझ में? Clear this part? Any doubt from the entire photosynthesis process? Any doubt? Okay, chalo. Yeah, thank you so much. Please make sure revise this point again and again. Another point, try to link concept with each other, because this chapter is totally depend upon your concept. Easy chapter